What's up, guys? I've had to deal with some noise problems, and it's just my mic's fault. But here we go again. So think about building. Think about building mob grinders. Now, what do you need for a mob grinder? You need fall damage? No. Need lava drop? No. You just need them to take damage. And here's a better way to take damage. Oh my goodness. Let's show you. So, okay then. Let me just kill this skeleton here. At E, type skeleton. Let's kill it because I don't need an armor skeleton, okay? I need you. So this is the MumboJumbo design from way back when, and it's pretty simple. There's nothing that I'm hiding from you. It's just literally a repeater going to monostable and turning the dispenser back off after this torch has done that, and it dies. Easy peasy. Now let's get our little hopper and not a trap chest, but a chest. Yeah, put it right here, and you'll see if you use a slab, you'll be able to pick up this the items. And now this is my modified design, which includes the same things as before. We'll just put this like this. We'll that put a chest right here where items can flow through. Now here we go. Move this. Let's make it like the one right beside us, and place two skeletons here. So the reason we have this is to prevent mob cramming. Now, if we press this lever, we'll get both lava blades falling out, lava sources. And the only change to the designs is to add this little redstone line all the way to this so the torch, which will power this dispenser long before we get to this monostable. Now the monostables changed a little because we need to power both dispensers at the same time, and this is mostly the simplest way I can do it and the most compact way, using only the materials that were used for in Mumbo's design. So now we just punch and experience, and it all goes into the chest. Now the thing about this is that this is Mumbo's design, and I just wanted to try my own design. So as you'll see right here, I will show you my design. Now you've got little waiting chambers, little waiting chambers, so that you don't overload your mouse monitor. And if you do encounter mob cramming, you can just, when you're doing the lava blade, you actually just want to stop other skeletons flowing in, because those skeletons won't get damaged. They'll just fill up your storage, and you'll just have to swing at them normally. And as you can see, they'll fall down, maybe into the ladder, maybe on top of the ladder, but it doesn't matter because the lava blade will be at their level, be at a level where they can get hit. See, it does that. Let's demonstrate the the collection chamber. Okay, I don't need you, big skeleton man. I need to kill this thing. So the things that have changed, the stone button is directly behind a torch placed on the wall and separated through this. Now, the reason I have a repeater instead of a redstone torch is because if it was like that, it would be your if it was a redstone dust, this will get powered and it will go through another monostable. And because an observer has a 1 tick delay, we can make this a 1 tick repeater, which will power this line, which will again unpower this dispenser. Power again this dispenser to take away the lava blade. See, that's in one hit. Now, the reason we use a ladder is because it stops fall damage. And also, if mobs are on a ladder or a vine, usually they don't cram. And as you can see, we'll demonstrate for you how the ladder works. As you can see, their foot is right there, and you'll get that from this design. Do it again. As you can see, also, you should turn this off before, you should prevent other skeletons from flowing back in while you're doing this. I forgot to do that. So let's not look at the golden guy because he's a little jerk. Let's type in that command again. Skeleton. And see the hopper thing, we could do a little slab thing, but it just depends on how far they're falling from your collection chamber. Now this is the 2 wide version, and I tried to hide all the redstone for this one. So for this, you can actually you can see right here the button's on the floor here, and it's like right diagonal to the collection chamber, and it powers a repeater that goes into this torch. Now the repeater is useful because it can send a signal into this block, and a signal can be retrieved out of it, which is why we use the repeater to send a signal through this. This is the same for both sides, and these redstone torches power a block that power the dispenser. That's the first stage, and we put some redstone repeaters here so that it doesn't connect to the redstone line into another repeater, which we can read off from an observer, and powering the dispensers again, thus creating a little lava blade. Demonstrate this as well. As you can see, we've got another collection chamber. Obviously, you can hide this better. You can hide this a lot better, to be frankly honest. But like, this is just for demonstration purposes. We can just turn this on. We can just turn it off, and lights will indicate whether or not the system is on or any skeletons are flowing. It does not indicate any light systems because we're not testing light systems. And there's a whole lot of armored skeletons here. Just put a whole lot in and flick the lever and watch them all fall down. We'll do it properly this time. They'll all fall down, and close it, and as you standing on top of ladders, but it doesn't matter because the lava will still hit them and they will die. Now we can do a whole lot more with this. Obviously you don't really need to do this, but we can get a sword, we can get an anvil, we can get enchantment, or is it sweeping edge right here, diamond sword. Doesn't have to be a diamond sword, but I don't think you'd really want to enchant anything at a max 30 level. And they're all going to die, except for the armored ones because they're armored, of course. It's better to do this with mending as well, but the problem with this design is that ladders have a hitbox, and I think vines do too. So maybe you want to put some blocks so that you're able to collect them, or just put some hopper mine carts in the corners here in order to grab them. We have room. No, we don't have room on this side unless we want to move the button. But you can do it all yourself because it's actually pretty simple. We'll keep this here just for symmetry. But yeah, that's how skeletons die. That's how skeletons are meant to be. Dead guys. Dead. Oh, but they give such sweet XP. Just bones and arrows. Yeah, so that's it. That's how you build some skeleton grinders. As I said, like, I explained it, I think, pretty well on how these work. Little skeleton on my shoulder. I explained it pretty well. There's nothing that I'm hiding from you. This is obviously a downwards facing observer, otherwise it wouldn't really make sense if it was the other way around. This is a little prototype that I'm not going to show you. But yeah, nothing is hidden. Nothing is completely gone from the Mumbo design. I'm only adding like an observer in to hide some stuff or to make things a little compact, but like It really doesn't really need to be that compact. Literally. I mean, you could just like power this observer. I wonder if this will work. It'll just power this. It will just power this block right there, which will power the dispenser. Yeah. But let me test it to see that. Okay. Armored skeleton, why the heck are you here? You just make it simpler than that. Than what I showed you just now. You can make it pretty compact. Come on, die already, skeleton. Yeah, basically the same thing. Nothing's really changed. The footprint isn't that much bigger, but you get to save some redstone because the ladders don't let the lava flow through. Also the slab as well. So, yeah. Well, that's gonna be it for today. Let's watch a skeleton. Gold skeleton! Get out of my way! Let's watch a skeleton burn up. And that's gonna be it for this little episode. This little look at some skeleton grinders. So, see you all the next tutorial vid, because I'm definitely do not die. How did you not die? Skeleton. That's gonna be it for today's little look at some other skeleton designs, skeleton killer designs, and have a good night, good life. Bye.